So how do you effectively raise a subject that you know your clients don't want to talk about? The same way you talk about life or disability insurance with good clients who care for their families and communities and who recognize that they have a deep obligation to continue to provide financially, even if a death or disability takes that ability away. Extended care is the same, but instead of taking away a source of income, extended care creates new, extra, expensive personal and financial demands on those who need care, and more significantly, on those who love them and who will have no choice but to provide that care. Look at it this way. During working years, we earn an income that covers our expenses, pays for our lifestyle, but a disability during working years cuts that income, creating a significant financial burden without insurance to fill the gap. An extended care need, especially after retirement, requiring thousands of dollars a month just for part-time home care, doesn't take away any income, but it adds dramatically to the cost of living as care expenses get added onto ongoing life and lifestyle expenses. Like the conversations around life or disability insurance, the issue is not one of measuring the risk, rightly or wrongly. In the client's mind, the risk of something terrible happening is perceived to be small. Stop trying to shame people into coming to the table with a constant barrage of scary statistics. It doesn't work, especially for those who've not yet had a deeply personal experience with the subject. In fact, it drives our prospective clients further away. When a 30-something or 40-something parent buys life insurance to protect his or her spouse and kids, the risk of death in the next 20 to 30 years nearly approaches zero. So why do they buy? Because the chances are high? No, because the consequences are devastating and nearly immeasurable. You have to approach the extended care, the long-term care planning conversation the exact same way. The most honest objection, not only to not buying LTC insurance, but also to not engaging in a productive planning conversation is this: I don't believe it will ever happen to me. This is actually understandable and natural. Who wants to think about it? Who wants to imagine it? So instead of bashing good clients over the head with statistics, data, that will really only create an argument and drive them away, consider this. I'm not saying you'll need care. You may not. What concerns me is if you do need care, what impact will that have on those you love who will have no choice but to put their lives aside to care for you, and will force you to spend thousands of extra dollars a month on care to try to give them their lives back. Any attempt to frame the subject around risk will fail. We don't need to prove risk to get clients to take action. We must help them see extended care not as a risk that happens to them, but rather a series of ever-increasing consequences that will impact their loved ones personally and financially. By the way, the problem financially is not how to pay for $100,000 a year of care in a nursing home. Most people don't ever want to go to a nursing home. And statistically, even people who need extended care never go to a nursing home either. The problem is this: where will you get an extra $4,000 a month to pay for part-time home care, while at the same time continuing to provide for the lifestyle and financial security of your spouse, partner, and family? The CLTC designation granting 2-day intensive masterclass, or the online eCLTC training, provides you with a deep competency in the many areas that impact extended care planning and the implementation of a well-funded plan. Our training not only expands on the foundational planning principles I've touched on in this video, but also provides critical knowledge in other areas around the subject, understanding the many types of professional care services that are available, who can and cannot self-insure, and an analytical view of why most plans to self-insure should be seen no more than a bad bet against needing care. The fundamentals of health insurance and Medicare, and why these can never be relied on as a source of funds for an extended care event. How to understand Veterans Administration benefits. The role of Medicaid, and why it's a very expensive plan for anyone other than those already in crisis with no other options, and why you shouldn't rely on it in the future. Understanding the details of and how to implement LTC insurance funding solutions in all of its forms, from traditional coverage to new hybrid or linked benefit plans. NAIFA members get exclusive discounts to this critical training that provides the professional confidence every agent or advisor needs to effectively raise the subject of extended care planning and to guide clients to implementing meaningful plans to pay for care. Please join the thousands of graduates who proudly carry the CLTC designation in providing the best extended care planning to their clients, and who earn more by helping more people make the best plans for their future.